I want you to get this source up. Hopefully no one's done it. Abby, are you leaving us? When do you come back? Half an hour?
Yeah.
See you soon. Alrighty. So, can everyone get that source up, please? All good to go? You'll probably need a stylus for this. I haven't really given you many lessons with this sort of stuff yet. I suggest you fold your keyboard under or take your keyboard off. Lie your screen into that almost flat phase it goes into, or mode it kind of goes into, right? So you can actually write on it properly. If you find the heel of your hand touches the taskbar, you can switch position to taskbar. So I find I put it at the top rather than the bottom, it just makes my life easier. Right, so lie flat, don't try to write vertically. All right, see how good you are. This is our second source we've done like this. First thing is, what should you look at first? What is step one?
Look at the...
Right, well, title is a start. A little bit more, what do you look at? Right, you go to the box at the bottom, the caption, all of the information you have been given. So, automatically know as a historian, your eye will be drawn to that imagery. But the bit you want to look at first is whatever is given to you beneath it. So, straight away, highlight, scribble on, mark what you need to do, but do not research yet. It's pretty obvious you might want to do some research here. I'll let you know. Okay, because I won't be using it. Sometimes you get a huge amount of information out of here. This gives you a bit, but not a huge amount. Rightio? All yours. So lie it flat. Just get in the habit of flattening down. It's just easier and better writing. All right, a little bit longer. Highlight, scribble on, do what you need to do on that caption. In a moment, I'm going to ask someone to tell me what the heck we're looking at. And I'm going to practice some names. I'm going to pick people I probably don't know. So, Ava, I know your name. I don't want to pick you. What's up? You're going to tell me, aren't you? Yeah, don't tell me yet. Don't tell me yet. I'm going to go Izzy. Izzy, what is it?
It is an etching.
Right, okay, quickly. What's an etching?
Something like you use like a stylus on a metal plate.
Okay, and then what do they do very quickly?
Print
They print it onto paper, which means originally what colour would this have been in?
black and white.
Probably black and white, and they've colourised it afterwards. Okay, quick job, slow job, what?
Slow.
Okay, fairly slow, which from our point of view as historians means,
Took a long time.
and therefore, push it a bit further, how does that, it does take a long time, Charlie?
It would have happened before they did it.
Yeah, so whatever they're commenting on is something that's got a bit of distance, that's cool. Great, what else?
A lot of planning went into it.
Mia, a lot of planning went into it. So something that we know at the outset is it took a fair while for this to be created. Whatever they're commenting on is a bit previous. There's time has passed between when they got the idea and when they drew it, and just sketched it and scratched it into metal plates and so on. And they actually had time, and it was so hard, it's worth their time to put symbolism into it. So etching and go, I've got to think about it a bit more. All right, what looks like it's really useful there, but you can't really deal with without researching?
The French caption.
Yeah, this French caption seems to really matter. Now hang on a tick. If we do that, this is going to show just how awesome checking the caption is first. If you Google translate that, it's going to crack this whole source way open. So I want to do this just to prove how useful this is by not doing it first. We're going to tear this apart, and then when we tear this apart, we're going to get the oh yeah moment. Have you already looked?
No.
Cool. Who speaks fluent French? Really? Have you translated in your own brain?
Yeah.
Good. Keep that advantage to yourself a little bit longer. So, team, after we've looked at the caption and dragged out everything we can from there, we have a look at the source itself, and we identify all of the main elements. We use our detective skills. Team, you've actually also done some content yesterday when I wasn't with you. You know terms and so on. So knock yourself out. Tear this apart. Don't talk to anyone yet. I'll let you talk to each other. So you're labelling, you're highlighting, change stylus colours if you need to. Away you go. Hopefully you've copied this over into your own notes yesterday.
So do you want us not to look at it?
You can look at the caption as much as you'd like, but I don't want you to Google it to translate it or whatever. Oh, well, you use what you can do. It's just coming out of your brain is what I'm saying, Ava. I don't want you to use the wonderful research tools which will tear it apart, Alice.
Did you have another spare
I have another spare stylus, absolutely, somewhere in here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All yours. You didn't get your tie today, Rose. In. So, marking all over it, circle, right in the margins, go crazy. Tear. So what we're doing is breaking down the skill. Don't spend your time on the caption now, you've looked at it, get up into the actual source itself. Be interesting to see how you do this differently to the other class, because the other class didn't do all the terms beforehand. You did all the terms beforehand yesterday. So I think your answers possibly could be better than theirs. We'll see how it goes. A little bit longer on your own. Imagine an exam. How quickly could you identify? Okay, I'm going to introduce another piece of information for you, which is why it's always good to see if there are different versions around. Can I ask you this? Just check your own thinking here for a moment. When you looked at this object thingy in the middle here, can I ask you to put your hand up if you see it as like a hollow donut-y type in a tube sort of thing? Put your hands up if you see it as hollow. Rightio. Now, this is why it's always good to see if the earlier version exists. As Izzy said, this was originally done in a black and white uncolorized version. I'm going to move this up a moment. That's the original. Just move that up. Now, don't look at all the information around and so on. Just drag that up and take another look at what you're seeing there. The original etching is that one in the sepia sort of print there. So this is this. They are the same. This is being colorized later. This is the intended image at the first draft. Right? So again, just bring the two together in your mind. Okay, have a chat to the people around you about what you're seeing, what you're commenting on, what the bits you're finding, switch ideas around. Some bits are harder than others. Have a chat, go. What do you see?